Welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name is Wendy Irene. Today I'm doing a reading for Scorpio. So if you have Scorpio sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, or Venus or North Node, or if there's a Scorpio in your life that you're hoping to gain a greater understanding of what may be going on with them, this is for you. So these readings are meant to be timeless, meaning that I trust in the divine timing that when you come across them is when you're meant to. And I ask that more than anything else, you just do your best to open your heart space and really be willing to listen to your intuition, to the voice of your heart over everything else. My biggest intention with these readings is not predicting the future. The future has so many possibilities depending on choices and destinies, things beyond us as well. This is about you getting to hear what's coming up within you, taking a few moments for yourself to connect with your soul and really listen to yourself. So sometimes a card will come up and you'll think the exact opposite for you. Listen to that because this is just a time for you to hear that within you. And that's what I love tarot readings for. Okay, so while I'm shuffling the cards, I highly recommend you take a few deep breaths. Big inhales, filling the lungs all the way up because so often we're breathing really shallow. We're not taking time to take deep breaths. And then a loud exhale out your mouth. This is going to clear your energy. This is going to relax you. This is going to help you be in more of a state of peace, be more of an open channel to really hear your soul. What are the highest messages today for Scorpio? Scorpio, I'm starting this reading with the Healing Oracle cards today. They're an emerald green, color of the heart chakra. You can visualize that around your heart. Sometimes when I'm really wanting to manifest a life that I love, I don't even get super specific if I don't know. I just visualize the color green around my heart expanding, and I'm just asking, I'm praying. I think prayer is extremely powerful. Please help me to attract a life that I love. And kind of allowing the universe to work its magic too, and knowing even better than I do. Okay, what is the highest message? We have the Have Faith card. I love the Have Faith card because faith is so incredibly important. And honestly, I feel like that's what's really lacking in this world. And I feel like you have so much of an advantage if you have faith. Right? That knowing that you're being looked out for, that things are actually happening for your greatest good. It doesn't mean that hard things don't happen in life, but like you have this deep faith in something greater than yourself. I think that sets you apart. Okay, so the affirmation today, Scorpio, is thank you for boosting my faith so that I may trust in miracles. Thank you for boosting my faith so that I may trust in miracles. Miracles can be so many things. To me, it can mean, God defying the law of statistics, what would statistically happen, or, synchronicity. It can also mean a shift in perspective. A miracle can be all of a sudden you have a different way of looking at something. Okay, let's read what the book has to say. You drew this card as a reminder of the healing power of faith. So this book is going to refer to Jesus, but you can replace that with anything that is meaningful to you, okay? The divine healer and teacher Jesus frequently taught and demonstrated that with faith, all things are possible. So this card is here to boost your belief and trust if you've been struggling because of recent events. You can borrow their perfect faith to help you remember that everything really is in perfect order, even if appearances seem to contradict this spiritual truth. This card asks you to expect miracles in surprising and unexpected ways, continually give any worries to God, and listen for inner guidance about which actions to take. So other meanings of this card, there's a good reason for optimism. Prayer helps, but worry worsens the situation. Develop a healthy stress management program for yourself. Avoid naysayers and only listen to positive voices. Trust the person and situation you're inquiring about. So the prayer is, thank you for boosting my faith so that I may trust in miracles. What a beautiful message to start this with. Okay, so Scorpio, let's shuffle the tarot deck and pull a few more cards today to get some more messages. Your time is so precious, and I do not take it lightly that you're spending your time here with me right now. I want you to know that I am so appreciative of that. I love to do tarot readings, and it wouldn't be possible if you didn't share in them with me. So thank you. And thank you for all that you do to support me, to support this channel, the likes, the shares, subscribing, passing on the messages, getting it out there to more people. It means so much to me. I feel like the more we can come together and really be in touch with listening to our intuition and our soul, the better we all are. I want to do 2 more shuffles. What are the highest messages? The first card that came out is the 2 of Raphael, or the 2 of Cups. This card, when I did my own reading for myself yesterday, I just pulled 1 card for myself. This is also what came up, so that's really interesting. And the Leap of Faith card, which also came up recently. The 8 of Gabriel, which is the 8 of Wands in this deck. At the heart of the reading is the Solutions card, a solution to this. Whatever's going on for you, this is why you're being asked to have faith. There is a solution. There is a miracle for you. The 8 of Michael, which is the 8 of Swords in this deck, the Wheel, and the Moon card. So, Scorpio, more than half of the cards that came out today in this deck are major arcana cards. I pull 7 cards. I put 1 in the center, what I call the heart of the reading. That's what I'm currently doing. Things change. I kind of go with my own intuition and feeling on what to do. But this means major arcana are major life shifts, whereas the minor arcana are more like, think of day to day. So there's some major life shifts that are showing up in this reading. The Leap of Faith is a 0 card. So that is a beginning. That is the beginning of a journey. In the traditional deck, the Fool is beginning a journey. This card is, in this deck, linked to Archangel Metatron, archangel that's known to help with indigo children and to help with those meant to be like on a spiritual path, spiritual teachers, all of those things. It's a card about really believing in yourself and also having faith, because the Fool, like, all he has is just like, he's carrying his little knapsack with him and he's taking a leap of faith. So faith and leap of faith are one of the main themes that are coming up today. Believing in yourself, listening to your heart, doing what gives you joy, okay? I mean, who's going to go off on a journey that they don't think is going to bring them joy? So it's about a new beginning, taking a leap of faith, having faith that there is going to be a solution, which is at the heart of this card. Okay, so the 2 of Cups might mean that all of this for you has to do with a relationship or a love situation or a very close soulmate relationship. It could be like a mother-daughter or mother-son or 2 family members, or like it could be like your partner. But this is about 2 people being really dedicated to creating something wonderful together. So it's kind of this kindred spirits energy. It can be a message of not giving up on those you love here. Okay, so with the 8 of Wands, that can feel like there's a lot of activity going around you, or sometimes it feels like a lot of chaos, or just a lot going on around you. See how this angel is just surrounded in birds, just swarming all over the place. It feels like a lot of energy, okay? It can also be a card that's really saying communicate. It's very important for you to communicate, whether it's what you're feeling, what you desire, what your goals are, what you want for this relationship. Communicate. And it can bring about very sudden results, especially because the solutions card is here. So maybe it's like you're needing to have this faith that there's going to be a result, a solution. It's really, sometimes the success is coming from compromise here. It can be about self-control. It can be about patience. Also really forgiving and healing, forgiving and healing, forgiving and healing. Okay, so this can be both for ourselves and for someone else or for others. But that with the solutions card, there's so much peace that comes from letting go and letting God, forgiving and healing. And having this, with faith often comes patience, right? And self-control. Where are you losing your power? Where are you placing your anxiety or your worry? Or where are you placing your anger? Where are you giving your power away? As much as you can, see it like that. See that as giving your power away. So bring yourself back to prayer. Bring yourself back to faith. Ask for solutions in your prayers. The Eight of Michael, or the Eight of Swords, is making a choice to change your situation so that you can be free. Often, this is a very courageous choice. It's a big choice, especially with 4 major arcana here. So you might be making a very big life choice to set yourself free. It can also mean that it's possible that maybe you haven't seen things clearly. So that's when you want to pray, like, please help me to see things from a higher perspective. Visualize yourself climbing a building and seeing it from the top floor instead of from the bottom floor. Seeing it from the higher perspective instead of from the survival perspective. And that's often too, like, we often feel trapped, but we do have this freedom that we might not be seeing. And it might involve you making a choice that gives you this freedom. Sometimes it's about letting go. It can be about letting go of emotions. So maybe you feel trapped by your emotions, by how you're feeling. And eventually you just decide to let it be and you're free. You're free from that. Okay, so the Wheel card is about a new beginning. No surprise, because the Leap of Faith card, the 0 card, is here. So we know that it's a new beginning for you. We know that there's an end to delays here because we have the 8 of Wands. So sudden results kind of start to happen. But it can be very much a change in direction that offers you happiness. Maybe you're making this courageous choice to change the direction of something to bring you happiness. The Moon card is, for me, saying, okay, there's this beautiful, soft, feminine energy with the Moon card. This gentle energy. Sometimes there's things that you cannot see, things behind the veil. So look at it like the universe may be working things out in a way that you can't yet currently see. And it takes some patience, it takes some faith, and it takes some self-control of, trying not to give your power away and bringing yourself back to peace. So Moon card, also very intuitive, really receiving spiritual insights. It's accurate guidance. It's also a card that can say, face your fears because you're going to grow stronger. So what is it that you fear and how can you face them? Sometimes it's about, we want to control, and letting it be and letting it go is like our biggest fear of not being in control. But then we come back to the space of peace and the solutions can come through. Okay, Scorpio, I hope there were some messages that were helpful for you here. I am sending you my love and light, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.